doing today? As y'all noticed that the Ryzen 5 5600G APU came out on the 5th, August 5th, as well as the Ryzen 7 5700G. Today I'm doing a good price list for the 5600G, and I got one for the 5700D, but today I'll be doing the 5600G. Now this price list is for the newcomers who wants to go ahead on and get into building their PC. This APU can be used on gaming if you cannot get that discrete graphic card you like. But keep in mind, if you go ahead on and buy these parts, and August 11th, we got the RX 6600 XT, the 8GB card that's coming as well. All of this works together. Now, if you can't get that discrete graphic card you like, you could go ahead and game off the APUs. Now, Bitwit and Hardware Unboxed did their reviews when they had increased the megahertz of the RAM, and they got good performance using the Ryzen 5, Ryzen 7 5700G, and I'll be getting into that as well too. But right now, let's go ahead and do the 5600G. This is the more of the budget friendly build here, so if you want to go ahead and build this here, you can go ahead on and build it, buy your graphic card, and you can go ahead on and game on. Alright, let's get into it. Alrighty, all the parts are coming from Amazon.com, and these are the parts right here. You got the EZ Do-It-Yourself Fab RGB Dual Ring 120mm case fans, 5V motherboard, sync speed, adjustable RGB, $436.99. Teaming it with the RS Games 750 power supply, semi-modular, 80 plus bronze, $59.99. And this case here has caught my eye. I did an unboxing of it. It's a good case. Now keep in mind that the Xiaomi T7 has an acrylic tinted side panel. If this don't bother you, this case is good. This case holds up to 6 fans. 2 120mm fans comes pre-installed. But if you want to go to more of the ARGB feel, you go ahead and take those 2 120mm fans out, and you could go ahead on and add your 6 ARGB fans in there. The case of Xiaomi T7 is coming in at $49.99. I am teaming up with the Team Group MP33 1TB SLC cache 3D NAND TLC NVMe 1TB for $86.99. I am teaming with the G Skills Ripjaws V Series 32GB, 216GB per stick at 4,000 megahertz speed for $162.99. The ASRock B550 Phantom Gaming 4 supports 3rd gen AMD AM4 Ryzen Future, $108.99. Now keep in mind that these are the new APUs coming out. You have to update the BIOS, so make sure that you have a compatible CPU. Go to ASRock, download the future BIOS to run the Cezanne APUs, and you boot up automatically. The air cooler of my choice and everybody's choice is the ID Cooling SE224 XT Basic CPU Cooler, 4 heat pipe CPU cooler, 120mm PWM fan, coming in at $24.99. Now, the max thermal design power handage of this CPU cooler is 180 watts. The APU thermal design power is 65 watts, so you're pretty good to go. Good cooling, and you ain't got to worry about no heating issues. Now, the beauty of it all, the AMD Ryzen 5 5600G, 6 cores, 12 threads, desktop processor with the Radeon graphics, coming in at $259. Now, this APU comes with the RAID stuck cooler if you do not want to buy the ID Cooling SE224 XT Basic. If you want to use the RAID stuck cooler, it comes with it. You are in good control. So you got 2 options. You can buy the ID Cooling SE224 XT Basic, or you can use the RAID. That option is up to you. All the total parts are coming in at $789.93. You cannot go wrong with this build here. Now, I will be putting a link in the description below to understand how to pair the right RAM with these APUs. I'll be putting it from Hardware Unbox and Bitwit. They gained off the Ryzen 7 5700G. But if you compare this around with 4000 megahertz, I have watched a lot of videos and you will not be disappointed. Now, this is the more budget friendly. You got 6 cores, 12 threads. If this build is good for you, you ain't got no issues. Now, with the $380 RX 6600 XT coming out, then you're good to go. You got all these here beautiful parts. Now, if you do get the RX 6600 XT, notice that the build will go up to about no more than about $1,200 if you get the RX 6600 XT. But if you cannot get the RX 6600 XT August 11th, then you got a $789.93 build, which is a great build for all the newcomers, new gamers that wants to go ahead and play their video games beautifully, enjoy them. You could go ahead and watch a Hulu, Netflix off this here. You can do a whole lot with this here. So, by me saying that, these APUs are good to use. You just got to go ahead and pair the right megahertz speed with it. It's 3666 megahertz to 4400 megahertz. Keep that in mind. So when you use these GPUs, these APUs, you ain't got to worry about any issues or any sputtering in your frame rate. You have to be disappointed. I want to thank y'all for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more great videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.